Hey guys, it's your boy Tofuru, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. And where we last left off, we were doing our daytime shenanigans. We also found out that Sakura is a spy, and that she's fucking crazy bonkers loco. / not. She's kind of like feeling something. I think someone poisoned her, and she's dying slowly over time. Not positive. I don't know. It seems kind of weird that they point out that there's poison and now she's dying. It's a weird little, I don't know, I'm not sure, we'll see. But anyway, enough of the dilly-dallying. Let's go out to the hall. It's morning on, I think, our third day of this. Wah! Huh? Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Someone's dead. The dead body's in the dining hall. I'm calling it now. Shit hits the fan already. Let's go see, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying your week so far. Calm down, Yasuhiro. I was in the middle of talking, so we'll get to your discussion. Alright. Makoto, we've got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look! Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina!
What the fuck? Why are you attacking Hina?
Are you okay? What happened?
Yeah, why is fucking Toko going apeshit?
She killed her.
What?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
Hina's not dead. She's right there.
You've gotta be kidding!
Like, no! She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina, just all of a sudden they were yelling. And then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze?
You SOB!
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally not adorable boys just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else
My beautiful scissors!
I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Uh-huh. Alright, Jill. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. Well, let's see what's wrong with her. By the time we finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to finally have regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. What the fuck went down? But man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again. Which would suck. I love to sleep. Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Fucking... Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura?
But...
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get you... Oh, God, I can't read for shit. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time to... fuck! Fuck! If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times.
You're
A
serious?
dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And then when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right? That was not even her fucking accent! Or her fucking voice. Fuck! And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina.
Hina. Sakura? You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all the demented murderous fiend's fault. Wow, just throw her under the fucking bus, huh, Hiro?
Damn.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her? What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? Ah! I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Alright, Sakura, calm down.
No forgiveness!
Unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Oh god. Alright, Sakura, please, we don't need you to murder people right now. Not this instant. Please. Calm down, Yasuhiro. You're freaking the fuck out. Hiro, if you want someone to hate, hate me. If you want someone to hurt... Oh, fuck. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me! And Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later... What's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood at the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I gather that something happened? Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything, I'm drawing a line. Right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Wait! Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. And leaving, pissed off Kyoko and me alone. Great! Good job, guys. The only ones left were... ellipses. Ellipses. Alright. Kyoko, stop being so fucking dickish. We need to resolve this and figure out shit, alright? Kyoko? Ellipses. Are you still mad? Ellipses. Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine. Huh?
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me that about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. No! I didn't! The game wouldn't let me! Didn't let me say, yes, let's tell her. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
The fuck? What?
Because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. But I clicked the other button! They didn't... No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted. Oh, she's blushing! Huh?
anyway,
It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay. Thank you. So then what do we do now?
whew,
That issue we discussed doesn't matter anymore. I want to talk to you about something else. Well, what is it you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me, and you'll find out. I guess, but...
shall we go?
Well, then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Ugh, Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. Where are we going? She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually, we arrived. Oh, why are we here? The dressing room? So, the something you mentioned... Oh, the something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us. What?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring the others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something? Alright, alter ego. Hello. So, it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
So,
Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
you see,
Well, you said my job was done, right? But just to stop here, saying I've finished my work,
but
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can all get out of here.
That's right.
So, that's what Master would want too. So to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you, and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko? Ellipses.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's okay.
I'm
If
gonna
it's-
do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There is no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko, to be honest, I don't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But
Hey,
he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
now.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up tall next to everyone else, and tell them you're their friend? Ellipses.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I wanna believe in myself.
I mean, that's great and fine and dandy, Alter Ego, but let's say we put you into the network, and then you get erased, and then we lose you, and then it's like losing another friend. You know, it's not necessarily something I'd want to do this instant. I get that, you want to help, but I don't know if you understand how risky this really is. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice. You mean the secret room in the bathroom where he beat my head open? And then, took all the shit away? One place.
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. That's it! The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Ellipses. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide with him. There's no way you can hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
So then,
Then, let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop. Oh, God. I closed the laptop, and I stuffed it underneath my jacket. Don't you dare say it tickles, weirdo. It tickles. Shh. You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there's a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Alright. Alright, so we've gotten our mission objective. Let's go deliver this to the secret room. Masahiro? Masahiro, what are you doing out here? Makoto? What? Why do you seem so surprised? Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Why would anything be wrong? He's acting really strange. Well, I guess he's always acting really strange. Well, gonna go back to my room now. Take her easy, partner. See ya. The fuck does that mean? I'm kind of suspicious as to why he's out here. Hey, Jill. I really want to know how many takes it took to get that weird ass voice clip. My obsession. Do you like just fucking making weird noises, Jill? What are you doing? Living? I see. Anyway, I'm heading back to my room. I'll just be there, living, totally calm. Okay, something went down. Something really weird has happened. I don't know what, but something's happened. It's fucking weird. I think it's this bathroom. Hey, Makoto.
Why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Oh, shit. Go ahead and check again. What? Don't you get it? She's trying to set it up so that you both go in there. Or she sends you in there for a purpose. You know? Allows you to go into the bathroom without feeling super suspicious, Makoto.
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go. And to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I made her mad again, somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then.
And to be thorough. I'm counting on you. Alright, well. Alright. Secret room. Secret room. Okay, first, we have to find the network cable. Well, it's just the drawer, right? According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Ah! This is a network cable, right? Now we have to just connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. Alright, you're in. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. And if I can, I'll see if I can call for help.
So,
So please, Just wait a little longer.
I'm
Just hold...
gonna do my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us. As friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto. Alright. So, we've set up Alter Ego. How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the, documents were gone. Just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us there. Oh, then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Ugh, fuck. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore. That much was for sure. Ah, Kyoko!
What?
Yes? So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like, what are you going to do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done. It's true.
However...
But the way things are right now, there's no need to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
So...
If we can find some new clue, that would likely change the situation, but that's all we can hope for now. Which is why, Alter Ego.
Correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways, and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I passed the fuck out. I had completely dozed off. Ellipses. Ellipses? Oh, great. Someone's at my door. Who's that? Ringing at my chamber door. Okay. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Alright, who's ringing my doorbell? There's only so many of us left at this point. Rattle.
Makoto.
Makoto, get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me, and she was as white as a ghost. It sounds like something happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Fuck. What's going on? Makoto! Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Oh no! Sakura? Is she unconscious? She was sitting up in the chair, like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking. I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. Oh no, don't tell me this is another murder.
Huh?
So what do we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway...
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Huh? Then why?
It would seem...
It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other
Either
words,
way, the door isn't locked, which means, as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in.
Indeed.
Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll get something to break it with. Wait, right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Ellipses. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. Use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom, and I swung as hard as I could, aiming directly at the window. All it took was one solid hit. And we broke the window. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally, the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... She's dead. All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Oh, fuck.
A body has been discovered.
Great. Fantastic.
After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Well, fuck. Fuck. We are now at the court. Well, we're at the investigation part, I guess, but... Why has Sakura gotta die? I mean, I think she's been dying for a while, though. It seemed too suspicious, just on the fact that, one, she's been feeling sick for a while, so whoever was poisoning her for a while. And on top of that, they had to know what they were doing, because they had to have caught her off guard the entire time. Huh?
Sakura's
Jesus Christ.
dead? She's really dead?
Oh, and Hina just had to be one of the ones that found her. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only lock on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? Ellipses. I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And I... Why? Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her, while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre?
Yes.
Oh, she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they were arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura
Interesting.
was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault.
It's one of you, Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
What?
You're accusing us before we'd even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Oh. Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't get so mad, Mrs. Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that hold on. There's something I wanted to ask you. Huh? It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Huh? Huh? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words,
And then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
phew.
Which, thank God for that, it saved me the trouble to having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been by no means a feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't even able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one. Whoopsie! Before you get all pipsy-potty on me, you better figure out who did it first. Cause, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I for one am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura. Ellipses.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. Hina. I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay then. Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that in order. In order?
That's fine.
Fine. I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step 1 foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting anyone who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force. You're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear.
I won't ask you to let us in. I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Ellipses. Fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen,
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. We can't uncover Sakura's killer.
listen to me.
All of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. Investigation mode. Whew. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence as strong as a blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. I fucking knew it! Whoever did it poisoned her first. Or someone unknowingly assisted the killer when they were poisoning her in the first place. I knew it. That means we're definitely checking out the chemistry lab. Monokuma 4. Well, the Monokuma File 4 has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after burying the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there's no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Like Sherlock Holmes in this shit? I guess you might have to see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
Well, when you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door to see if it was like that, right?
Correct.
The second type is the locked room the second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh.
In other
Basically,
words,
the killer uses some special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push the switch, and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't seem to have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other
They
words,
stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use a confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else. And that's that. That sounds like something... that sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there's actually an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. When you think, then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So then when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which of the 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during the trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Well, let's start this shit. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Oh, that's... Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
Well, yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura? Oh, fuck. That candy's way more important. She did throw up after, but my problem is who poisoned the candy? So you gave the candy to Sakura? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. That's another important fact right there. You really like them that much.
'cause I
But
mean,
I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright. Then there's the obvious shattered glass behind her. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, but these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have been a bottle. And the way it broke probably broke the midpoint over her head. Glass shards on the floor have been added to the truth bolt section of your handbook. Okay, huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to the truth bolt section of your handbook. And then there's the blood. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Because she walked over, probably in pain, and sat in the chair before someone did the final blow to the back of her noggin. That's my assumption, anyway. Alright, so, oh, and that's where we came in. What is that? Oh! Oh, shit. Because somebody could easily change the protein enzyme shit from before. But the only people who were in there were Sakura and Asahina. This is the problem. It's because of all this, like, extra medical stuff. Hina's, like, on the top of my murder chart. I don't know why. But, like, she's on top of the chart for me. I don't know. For some reason, all this stuff is, like, too perfect. The problem is how did she close the door? And it's the locked room mystery, you know? Gotta figure it out. I'm not sure what it exactly is. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey,
Do you see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably gonna want to take a note of it. That is incredibly important. The fact that it's on top of it means it came in through the window with us. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. I do. I mean, the fact that 1, it's from the chem lab. 2, it's on top of the glass means it came through when we broke it. Or when we moved the chair. Like, something pushed it. And it was on top of something, but when we broke the window, it fell over. So for my assumption, it could have been on the chair, and when we pushed the chair over, the thing fell on top of the glass that we broke. Which means someone put it on the chair, or we used it to break in with the window, but why would that be there? I don't know. I'm trying to, like, jog ideas of what's the reason why it's on top of glass, because it looks like it just recently fell then. So, we've ascertained most of this. Let's go check out the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. The door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the door was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. The rec room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's check these bottles because it's important. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Oh, and that's where the figure's from. And inside each bottle there is some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other
So
words...
this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Those have been added. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The bottle's sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Alright, so we've kind of done a simple investigation. I don't know where this investigation is going to take us from here, but I'm going to call this episode here. We definitely have a lot to go on assumptions of who's the murderer. Right now, Hina's on the top of my list. I only am doing that because Hina would be one of the few people who would know which are poisons in the chem lab, other than Sakura herself, and maybe Yakuya over there. So, as it stands, it's really just those two on the top of my list. I don't think Toko's smart enough, nor do I think Yasuhiro's smart enough. My problem is they acted super suspicious before we found the body. So besides all of that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like, subscribe if you like my content and want to keep watching this, and I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I know I tried to say that at the beginning of the episode, but I tend to get, like, caught up in the game once I start, so it's kind of hard for me to, like, sit back and talk to you guys for a sec. But, yeah, I hope you guys are really enjoying this series. I don't even know how much longer we have or how many more people have to die before we get the fuck out of here. Because there's only 6 of us now, I think. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm 5, Toko, Yasuhiro are 7? That's not right. Right? This math is... Oh, because she's dead. Sorry. 4 with me, and then the other 2. I keep forgetting that Sakura's actually dead, not sitting in that chair casually. Wow, that's dark. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's your boy Tofuru, signing out.